Okay. I feel like maybe there wasn't an equal give and take or something like that. And maybe you either left, are leaving, or are contemplating on leaving something. But I feel like you leave with the hopes of coming back, the hopes of it coming back together, because I do have the Six of Chalices here. So, or maybe you just go and you start feeling a little bit, what's the word? It's not, I guess, nostalgic in a way. You know, you start thinking about the situation, you start thinking about ways how it could have been, what could have, should have, would have. And I would just have to say right then and there that, you know, once you walk away from a situation, you just got to give it to spirit, you know, give it to the universe and hope that, the situation either gets better or you have a door open to something else, to something new, to something better, you know? So whatever the situation could have been, you know, whether it's love or finances, career, whatever you want to apply it to, I feel like you're definitely moving towards something that, you know, it's almost like moving towards self-love and really giving yourself a lot of love. We do have the Seven of Pentacles here. So it's like, you know, planting the seed and just waiting for it to grow, waiting for it to flourish. I feel like some of you have been doing this and you're just starting to see the fruits of your reward, of your labor. You know, I feel like for some of you, you could definitely be, you know, doing a lot of hard work, a lot of perseverance toward yourself, toward maybe your job, your career, your relationship, or something here. Something here is definitely, receiving a lot of your energy. Okay. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with you. I feel like you're putting this energy toward yourself in your growth, which is probably why you're walking away from a situation that's not serving you, because you feel like, you know, you deserve something good. You deserve something that's going to really make you happy. So with that being said, we do have the Elder of Chalices, which tells me here that there is something here where you're really balancing your emotions and trying to gain control and it's almost like you're gaining control over yourself, over everything that happens around you. You're just trying to find that balance is what I'm trying to say. I know I almost feel confused, and I feel like for some of you, that's exactly what's happening right now. I feel like I'm picking up on some people here. It's like you don't know where to go. It's like a fork in the road. It's something. You've arrived somewhere and you don't know which way to go. But I feel like you're gaining that control because I have the Two of Pentacles here with the Emperor. So I feel like with the Emperor, you're definitely taking a stance. It's almost like you're like, you know what? I'm just going to fucking do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to take the chance, because with the Two of Pentacles here, I'm seeing like this person, she's like grabbing her shit and she's like leaving. She's walking, she's going. I feel like the Two of Pentacles is a lot about balance and balancing your priorities and adapting to change and just taking change. And, you know, I feel like I have to say this, but it's almost like you're grabbing change by the balls and you're just going for it. So, you know, be in your power, be within your authority. I feel like for some of you, you could be dealing with an Aries because the Emperor is the Aries. Maybe you have that in your chart or you're dealing with someone like that. But I feel like other than that, you're definitely grabbing the situation and just going, you're just going for it. You're going for something, and you just not allowing stagnation right now in your life. You just like, you cannot do it. So we have the Moon here, the Moon with the Moon, you know, that is pretty darn special here. I feel like what Spirit is saying is that there's so many things that you do not see yet. Okay. A lot of it is an illusion. All this shit that is going on around you is just an illusion. Don't give into it. I feel like Spirit is really letting you know, like, hey, you know, all the shit that's happening around you, don't pay attention to it. You know, that's just a distraction. Don't get distracted. There are things that are way better that are coming your way that you do not see. Okay. So it's like, take your time, give yourself the love, give yourself that priority, prioritize yourself, you know. I don't know why I cannot stress that enough. And, you know, crazily enough, I'm looking at the freaking cards on the side here, and they say journey within, forgive yourself, be yourself. And it's like, I feel like these are the messages from your guides. have a lot to do with this reading. It's like, give yourself that space, that time, that love. Come back within and truly, like, you know, gain that balance again. You have justice here. So justice to me is that balance that's coming back into your life. I feel like there's a lot of reflection going on here, just because I'm seeing the girl reflecting with, you know, with whatever this is, whether it's water or just something is morphing here. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. What I do see here is just like cause and effect, a lot of clarity coming your way, a lot of truth. Okay. So whatever it is that's hiding beneath this moon, all that shit that hasn't come out to the light, I feel like it's going to come out to the light in February. Definitely something that's coming. Maybe something that really gives you a new opportunity with the Fool here. There's a new beginning. Okay. There is definitely a new opportunity with this clarity that's coming your way. Very beautiful. I love this because it's like it's like you're gaining the momentum and you finally get to a point where it's like push, like that final push. And the reason I say that too, that's funny because I have the Two of Pentacles again. So it's like you taking charge, taking responsibility, putting everything back where it belongs, back. Like it's almost like you're grabbing this that got away from this and you're putting it back together and you're putting everything in order, getting everything balanced out so that you can start a new beginning, a new passionate beginning. This could mean maybe with someone, this could mean just with yourself, with something that you've been wanting to do for a long time. But what I see here with the Ace of Wands, you're definitely taking charge with something and you're grabbing that stick and you're going for it. This is creation. This is willpower. This is inspiration. This is your desire. So I feel like you're definitely going to do something in February that's really going to, I don't know why I keep feeling like a push, you know, like whoosh, like a fucking swarm of energy that just like pushes you in the direction that you need to go in. So we have death here. So that makes a lot of sense. After you get your shit in order and you grab that stick for that new beginning, it's like a rebirth. You know, you go through this transformation and it's like whoosh again, the fucking energy that's coming and it's pushing you. And then we have the World. Okay. So I feel, you know, I don't know if you see this, but there's like stuff flying around this person and there's a person behind this person here. I feel like this person's about to push her and she's going to go and she's just going to swim. She's going to swim. She's going to go for it. And I feel like with the World here is just basically saying whatever it is going to really fulfill you. Whatever it is bringing harmony. Okay. There's a completion period in your life. There's a cycle that's completing in the month of February so that you can begin something else, a rebirth, you know, something new, something better. And we have the Eight of Wands. So there's like a lot of communication coming forward, maybe from someone that you've been wanting to communicate with. There's definitely going to be communication. I also feel like there could be some traveling involved, some kind of movement forward. But at the end of the day, the Eight of Wands to me is like a rapid action. Okay. Rapid movement forward. It's fast movement forward. And you see with these wands here, they're all shooting toward the middle. I feel like that's that energy I've been talking about. That's that like whoosh kind of shit that I'm sorry for my little, my little sound effects, but I can't help myself. So I feel like that communication really takes away those blockages, those indecisions that you've been dealing with the Five of Pentacles. It takes away those insecurities. There's definitely a lot of release here, a lot of release of indecisiveness, a lot of release of insecurities, a lot of release of even feeling like you don't have enough. All of that shit is being released in the month of February. I am telling you, things are going to move in the right direction. I know Mercury is in retrograde right now and it is on fire, dude. I'm telling you, like it is definitely something that is pushing us all in different directions and we feel very confused and there's a lot of shit going on and communication is off and things like that. But I feel, Sag, if you just keep the persistence toward I can't even fucking talk, toward yourself, I feel like you're definitely going to come to that, you know, that blast of energy that really pushes you forward, pushes your situation forward. So everything's going to get better. Everything's going to move in the right direction. Whatever you've planted, it's coming to fruition. You know, just give it time, be patient. I feel like at the end of the day, though, this is going to be, the month of February is going to be full of a lot of clarity, a lot of truth coming out, a lot of balancing, a lot of journeying within, that's for sure. So speaking of journey within, we have journey within right here. So I'm going to put it in the middle of the cards and we're going to read what it says. It says right here, It says right here, the physical body is a product of this material dimension. It is created on Earth using elements like carbon, hydrogen, and calcium. It is vulnerable. It has limitations and a finite lifespan. Your higher self has chosen to inhabit it, to have experiences that the spirit world does not offer. It is not the real you. What you see in the mirror is only a vehicle. The real you is perfect, limitless, and eternal. It is connected to everyone and everything you see. The ability to contact your guides and their knowledge is omnipresent, but you must do your part to access their wisdom. This card appears in your spread this card's appearance in your spread is a message encouraging you to be receptive to the guidance that is your birthright. Meditation, sitting in silence, and asking to receive advice during the dream state are all ways to establish contact with your higher self and guides. Use these tools that have been granted to you. Don't be discouraged by the earthly distractions placed between you and your guides. Practice developing this sacred relationship. You'll find that life becomes much easier when you have daily communication with your guides. Very freaking beautiful. I love that it's basically, Spirit is telling you, focus on journeying within, really be, within yourself and just, I know, I feel like you're reaching something here. You're reaching some kind of truth. You're reaching some kind of, I don't know. I want to say climax or something. Something's happening. Something big is shifting in your life. We have forgive yourself here. And it says in school, you're not always going to give the right answers. In school, sometimes you will act out. In school, sometimes you don't focus on the lesson at hand. In school, sometimes you will be cruel. Have you ever looked back at your time in school and not been able to forgive yourself for these transgressions? Probably not. Well, you have chosen Earth as your schoolroom and you should be just as lenient. You are here to learn. It's important to forgive yourself when you make errors. Living with the guilt of past deeds blocks the energy of the future. Each soul progresses in its own time. But when you don't allow yourself forgiveness, you are shutting off the heart and telling the universe you are not worthy to receive. If you have caused pain to another, it is imperative to apologize to them in addition to forgiving yourself. The guides can't stress enough the importance of forgiveness, either to yourself or another. Carrying the negative energy of guilt as well as the negative energy of resentment back to the spirit world causes unwanted karmic entanglements. Not clearing this energy while you are still in this physical dimension before you make your own transition to spirit is a huge source of regret for many souls. So act now. Very beautiful. It's basically telling you whatever it is that you've been blaming yourself for, release it. If this is something that has to do with that, this is the time to release. And I feel like you're going to focus a lot on self-love. So we have Be Yourself here. Very beautiful card. I feel like it's going to give you the right amount of guidance. So it says, you chose to incarnate in this physical dimension for a clear reason and purpose. You chose the correct circumstances to learn specific lessons. If you stray from this original path because of peer pressure, feelings of wanting to fit in, the need for acceptance, or fear of judgment, of discrimination, then the experience that your higher self has chosen to invest its energy and focus on have been for naught. If this card appears in your spread, examine how some emotions, traits, or desires that reflect your true self have been stifled or hidden because you are afraid of presenting them to an unaccepting world. Please be aware that concealing your true colors is like giving your GPS the incorrect coordinates of your location. You will become hopelessly lost. Let your true light shine, because all those things that are meant to be drawn to you shall find their way.